off the far boards. Davey now in control. Intercepted there by Barsness. Dean Barsness shoots. He's all right. Dean Barsness. The hat trick. The hat trick for Barsness. And I'm on my way downstairs. Give it out again, Dean Barsness. Of all people to do it, you couldn't have picked a better one. Dean Barsness. 2 goals before, of course. Let's check it out again. His hat trick of the day, and the Sioux win it 6-5 in an exciting game for 3rd place at the national tournament. We check out the replay. Barsness just streaking in. He gets by McFall and Davey. Davey gave up the puck, and he beats it. Let's check it out another angle. He just beats Norm Foster. What an effort by Dean Barsness today. As Davey gave up the puck, Barsness between McFall and Davey, and beats Norm Foster for the hat trick. And the North Dakota Sioux come out of the national tournament in 3rd place with a 6-5 win over Michigan State. Of course, Dean Barsness got the opening goal of the game today, a shorthanded goal that made it 1-0 North Dakota. Then in the 3rd period, when it was tied at 4, he got the go-ahead goal at 5-4, and it looked like the Sioux might be able to coast into the locker room and win it in regulation. But not to be, as Mike Donnelly came back for Michigan State with 29 seconds remaining after Norm Foster had been pulled, and Donnelly came back and tied it up 5-5, but now 6 minutes into overtime, the goal coming at 5:57. Dean Barsness wins it for North Dakota 6-5 in what was a great hockey game this afternoon for 3rd place, and undoubtedly will bring you more great action tonight in the national championship game as North Dakota, or Minnesota Duluth meets Bowling Green. That for the national championship game. 6:30 start in our central time zones and a 7:30 start here in the eastern time zones. Tim O'Keefe on his way down to the ice right now, trying to get a hold of Dean Barsness and or Gino Gasparini and get their comments. See Gino Gasparini shaking hands with Dean Barsness down there, and he gave him the puck. Probably can't see it on your picture at home, but just down below me, Gino Gasparini gave Dean Barsness the puck that I'm sure gave them the win in 3rd place. Dean Barsness on his way over now to talk with Tim O'Keefe. Of course, Barsness closing out his career today. What a fitting end for him. Getting the hat trick, ends up with 11 goals on the year and a hat trick in a 3rd place game. Tim O'Keefe is standing by live down there with Dean Barsness with the game winner. Take it away, Tim.
Well, and obviously very happy Dean Barsness. Dean, you've been snake bitten all year long. Come into a big game here and come up with 3 goals. It has to be very satisfying.
Well, my knees are shaking. If that's any, oh, it's just great. I don't know how that last one went in, but we just worked hard, and we just did not want to lose this game. It came from way deep in the heart, and we worked hard, and we got it.
Well, last weekend, I understand that between the 2nd and 3rd period of that RPI game, the guys told me you delivered what was a very stirring message in the locker room. What'd you tell them?
I just said, hey, we're not going to be around too much longer, and you don't get around here very often. So you got to take advantage of it. And I did want to mention one thing. There's a little kid in Grand Forks named Stephen Well, and his dad passed away 2 nights ago. And I dedicated this game before I played to him. So to Stephen Well, God bless you and good luck.
Well, Dean, God bless you too. It's been a great watching you out there. It has to be particularly satisfying for you. You've had a great career in North Dakota, and we're very proud of you.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it very much.
Okay, join the guys and have some fun.
Okay, thank you.
Back upstairs to you, Dan.
All right, back live here at the Olympic Center in Lake Placid, New York. The awards ceremony is going on now from the 3rd place game. Michigan State being awarded their 4th place individual plaques and also the 4th place team trophy. Michigan State coming into this tournament, of course, was the #1 seed from the West. They hosted Boston College in the quarterfinal round. That was in East Lansing, Michigan at Munn Arena. Came out of that series all right. Got here and managed to lose 2 games, 2-1 to Bowling Green, and then this game 6-5 in overtime. Tim O'Keefe is standing by live with Gino Gasparini. Go away, Tim.
Well, Gino, you've got to be very proud of the way your guys came out and played in that overtime and took this game.
Well, Tim, I tell you, I was not too happy with the way we allowed them to come back, and certainly we didn't. We did some silly things today, but they showed a lot of pizzazz and certainly a lot of confidence going into the overtime. And I'll tell you, it couldn't happen to win that game. game in a better fashion with Dean Barsness getting the hat trick. And, you know, I guess it's only a fitting way for a senior to end a 4-year career that has been very exciting. You know, and it's kind of sad, you know, you got 5 seniors out here, and I guess basically, you know, you're playing for them when you get into a consolation, and they played a whale of a hockey game, and Bars was just super today. And Stromer in the nets with a rookie in there, he did an excellent job. So, you know, we did some dumb things to allow them to come back, but basically I have to be pleased with the win, and we'll take the win.
John, let's put this season in perspective. Last October, you lose 4 guys to the Canadian Olympic team. You got 6 seniors gone, a lot of unknowns who hadn't played an awful lot of hockey for you before. Once again, I got to say, I think you and your staff and this team, it's got to be your best year. You'd be very, very proud of them.
Well, thank you, Tim, because we really are. You know, it was that kind of a year. It was a year dealing in adversity that reflected a lot of character on the part of the players, and basically they did a great job all season, and they responded to the great demands and the pressures that go with putting on that jersey. And, you know, when you take a young team and you put those kind of pressures on them, you kind of worry about it. But I'll tell you, they lived up to them, and they did a great job. They were, you know, they represented our institution, that jersey, and all the alumni, that long green line, Tim, you included, they represented all of us very, very well.
Gino, quickly your thoughts on tonight's game.
Well, it should be very interesting. Of course, you know, our loyalty's got to stick with the WCHA, and I certainly hope Duluth is able to do the job. And you know, I would like to see them do it, but, you know, we want to wish the best to both of them, and certainly would hope that Surdy has those guys pumped up.
Well, you made our flight a lot shorter tonight. I'll let you get back to the guys. Once again, congratulations on a great year.
Thank you very much.
Back up to Dan. Let's take a look at the winning goal in tonight's hockey game.
Thanks, Tim. Some great comments from both Dean Barsness and Gino Gasparini. And let's take one more look at the winning goal as the Sioux finished 3rd in the nation. Dean Barsness, a hat trick today. His 9th, 10th, and 11th goals of the year. Watch him break in between McFall and Davey. Deeks, Norm Foster beats him on the backhand just between his legs, and that gives North Dakota a 6-5 overtime win over Michigan State. Don't forget, we'll be back tonight, 6:30 start in the Central Time Zone, 7:30 in the Eastern for the National Championship game. For Tim O'Keefe, John Rubeski, all the guys in the truck here in Lake Placid, New York, and Fargo, thanks for a great job. We'll talk to you tonight for the National Championship game.